Good morning, Reddy Garu. Please go on.
Good morning. EMC is empowering morning conversations, which will keep you in awareness throughout the day. It will remind you that you are in default mode, come back to creative mode, and stay back in the same awareness throughout the day, so that you did not worry about the past and worry about the future. Live in the present moment. I think we all share our experiences, real life experiences openly, so that we get solutions within our group or out of our group. And this is an excellent forum. I request all of you who are watching on YouTube, please like it and make it your friends also to see this. This will be a very good experience. I've been here for almost 2 years, and this is very helpful for everyone to improve their own life. Thank you.
Thank you, Reddy Garu. In fact, my own experience is also that I keep attending many retreats, 1 week, 2 weeks. So whatever we are learning here, just in 1 hour in the morning, is similar to going for one week retreat or 2 weeks retreat. And another advantage is that this is consistent every day. We are doing every day, right? Whereas the retreats you do only once in a while. So that way, the importance of this is really very, very valuable. Only thing is we have to really look at from that perspective. So all of us are gaining so much from EMC, no doubt on that. But when you are conscious and implement it, it's really life transforming. There is no question about it. Okay, so today, so Deepak sir is not there. I'm going to handle the session today. Before we start, let's do the intentional generation of feeling, laughing exercise. So let's all start laughing without noise for 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, start. Thank you, Shanti and everyone. So is everybody frozen? Is it my network issue? I don't know. I can see
you have little network issues.
Okay.
But keep going, sir. It doesn't affect much.
Right, we'll continue. Yeah. Right. So good morning and welcome again for EMC today's EMC. Last 3-4 sessions, Deepak sir has been talking about upset and what are the reasons why we get upset, right? One is expectations. Another is undelivered communications, right? So what are the other things you remember what he talked about, why we get upset?
Not keeping our promises.
Yeah, so broken promises, right? Undelivered communication, broken promises, expectations. Yes, Shakti, what else?
Yeah, this is about what we are saying about it. Whatever it's happened, it doesn't matter. What we are saying about it, it's that's making us upset. What meaning we are giving.
Yeah, okay, yes. So meaning making.
Yes.
right? Meaning making also makes us upset. So the meaning making can be clarified through communication. So because we add undelivered communication, again, it intensifies the whole thing, right? So what are the other things which is leading to upset?
Sir, can we say meaning making as a judgment?
Yes, it is. It is. Meaning making is nothing but judgment.
Thank you, sir.
So another thing comes regarding the outcomes, which makes us upset is the comparison.
Comparison. Yes, yes. Comparison makes us upset. So that means what? We are all, yes, Premji, go ahead. Premji, unmute and talk, please. Is it by mistake you raised it?
Okay, okay.
Boliye,
Uh,
boliye.
Other person, maximum expectation. Other person meet to you in the road. No say good morning, Ram Ram. You feel angry. Why?
Yeah,
Any why
yeah,
you
exactly.
feel me? I am the super. Why don't talk me? Good morning, Ram Ram. So
Right.
feel the unnecessary angry to upset the mood. Small things causing the upset mood. My thinking.
Yes,
Or main
yes,
ego feel.
yes.
I could talk the Ram Ram, but no. I expectation the other person say me Ram Ram good morning.
Right. Yeah. So many times we get upset just because somebody is
Yes,
saying
yes.
good morning, how are you,
ये नहीं
Ram Ram, whatever.
राम राम कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Hmm.
आप सोचते हैं किसी
Yes.
गेस्ट के घर कोई गेस्ट आया तो आपकी कुछ अलग होती है कि मेरे को आगे रिस्पेक्ट करे, मगर हमारी ड्यूटी बनती है उनकी हमें रिस्पेक्ट करें. मगर छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है लाइफ में जो हम अपसेट भी कर सकते हैं और खुश भी रह सकते हैं.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So as you rightly link it, it is our own internal talk and the ego and comparison and becoming envy and jealousy.
First ego.
Yeah.
He is the junior person. He is my employees. Total duty is
Yeah.
some person.
Yes. Yes. So there is another thing called, we forget that we are humans like anybody else, and we attach our role. I as the owner of the company, I as the manager of the company,
Yes, yes.
I become really not a human being as a role itself. So that creates really lot of issues. Yeah, well put, Premji. Thank you. So that obviously, instead of giving us high position
Sir,
and no
sir,
satisfaction, it only leads us
other
to
person,
upset.
sir, other person, I give the respect. So I will try first. हो सकता है वो सामने वाला ही मुझे रिस्पेक्ट कर दे, बट मैच नहीं होता तो ये अपसेट की बहुत बड़ी शुरुआत होती है.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Premji. Yes, Shakti.
The another one is unfulfilled expectations, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Expectation, the full range of expectations.
Yes.
Right. So
We are having realistic and unrealistic expectations. That unfulfilled expectations is becoming making us upset.
Yeah. So expectation.
Instead of what I can do with that, I'm thinking that why it's happened. The why keeps me in the loop. Instead of what
So
actions I'm taking.
Yeah, expectation is a big topic. So
Yes.
expectation of myself and expectation of others. And
Yes.
within that, unrealistic expectation versus realistic expectation. Even within realistic expectation, whether it is understood and communicated or not. Even after communication, did you get the acknowledgement and acceptance and promise or not, right? Even after it is promised, whether you are able to follow it up and get it or not, right? So it is a big sequence, but we just stop at expectation and most probably unrealistic. And after that, there is so much to do. Yeah, so that way, that's why expectation is one of the big topics which Sukdeep sir has been focusing on that. So going in those lines, now that we have understood that these are the things upsetting and what corrections we can make to really handle the expectation appropriately and deliver the communications appropriately, and the promises are broken promises, how to handle that. So all of that, if we take care, then there is a good possibility of we reducing our upsets. Now the question is, so what if you're upset? What's the problem?
Instead of I'm asking, so what now, what actions I can take, instead of I'm keep thinking why it's happened. I'm
Sure.
trying to do some postmortem.
That's the way forward. My question is slightly different. So when we are getting upset, what's happening to us? How is it blocking us? How is it a big problem? Yes, Reddy garu.
You stop looking at possibilities.
Stop. What?
Looking at the possibilities.
Right. Yeah. Possibilities are missed out. What else?
Sir, you look very serious. You will not smile.
Yeah. When you're upset, you look serious, you don't smile, and negativity. Basically, there is a negativity, there is a negative energy, there is no ease, right? Your energy is drained, right? Are you able to hear me? So I said that your energy is drained when you are upset, and hence there is no possibility. Yes, Kunanji.
Yeah, very good morning, Ramaji.
Good morning.
I missed the initial conversation. What is the question, sir?
The question is, okay, so last 4 or 5 sessions, the discussion is on upset and the reasons for upset. So what are the reasons why we get upset? Expectations, undelivered communication, broken promises, and some more. So the question I asked just now was, what happens when you get upset? So Reddy garu was saying though, that we lose out on the possibilities. Vetri was saying you become serious and then don't smile. So I was just extending that, saying that yes, our energy is drained and we are in negative mode, default mode, and hence obviously we will not be able to see the possibilities. And there is no ease or joy. And it is not just one time, it happens throughout the day. We have so many opportunities for getting upset, right? And hence, it is a very important topic. How do we not get upset?
And what also Sukdeep Malvi sir had told, I remember that in the state of being upset, our attention goes somewhere else, and
Yes,
we are not aware where is my attention. And then wherever, as we know that where attention goes, energy flows. So if we manage the attention even during the upset mode or being upset state, we can manage it better.
exactly. For all the reasons why we get upset, the attention automatically goes to the problematic area rather than actually keeping the attention on our goals or the solution, right? So that's where we are coming now. So from expectation, we need to go to intention. If our intention is clear, our attention will automatically go there. In expectation, there is not necessarily there is an intention. It's very passive and lazy way of putting the things. Instead of expectation, if you really make it as an intention, you will make it very clear and you will be very active on that. So that's one way. So how do we get into the intention and attention? I'm just sharing on screen. Yes, Kunanji, go ahead.
Just a thought, sir, like, what could be the universal standard intention which can be applied in all different experiences and a situation, so that it becomes easier to manage the attention?
Okay. Okay, so one simple such universal stuff, there are many. One of them could be that every human being is pain. The way I see myself, the way I treat myself, could I treat and see the same way every other human being? Absolutely universal stuff. This alone, if we can do it, we can make absolute transformation. Like this, there are so many other things, but this is one such example. So the whole issues and upsets and many other things come up the moment I treat myself differently from others. Sometimes I treat lower than others. Sometimes I treat others lower than myself. Instead, if I can treat myself similar to others, and I see all of us as one universal being, or all of us as one, then like we are done. Yes, Kunanji?
Yeah, what is coming to me, sir?
Yeah.
I remember there was some discussion on punishment and reward concept. So,
Yeah.
Other than what you mentioned, yes, if it is there in the subconscious mind or the conscious mind, is good. But if we can relate this state also with some punishment and reward,
Right.
maybe we can be more alert, careful, attentive.
Yeah. Fair point, but that has to be unique to each person. We cannot make that as universal. The punishment and reward has to be fine-tuned and customized to the individual.
Okay.
Rather than making it as universal, because what you consider as punishment may be joy for me actually, or it may not be to that extent. You may consider something as punishment, I may consider it as reward. Okay, so it can be thought through, but my understanding is it has to be individual, it cannot be universal. Okay, so moving on. So we are all working towards this mantra of all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So when we are upset, obviously no ease, no joy, no glory. So now what is that we are talking about? Expectation versus intention, right? So what is expectation and what is intention? Expectation is passive and frequently accidental and unconscious. It's hope, thought, and supposition and assumption, right? Expectation is a hope that something will happen. It comes from an ego state that is identified or attached to the outcome. Whereas intention is active, determined, and resolved. It's engagement, purpose, and motive, purposeful and motivation is there. And intention is simply a thought impulse which gives structure and direction to creative energy. So there is a creativity involved when you are in intention. It arises from a neutral state of awareness, whereas the expectation can be just unconscious, need not be aware. Right? So this is a very important distinction we should understand. Yes. So it's something like this. So expectation is just you go about your default mode and expect something. Whereas the intention is creative mode of thinking. And your attention is there. So you are focusing on your attention. You are no. Here there is expectation, but the attention can be anywhere else. So intention is the conscious or unconscious sometimes choice to create. So that creativity is very important. All of us are constantly creating the circumstances and situations in our world by virtue of the beliefs and concepts we hold to be true. When you are clear, what you want will show up in your life. And it will show up only to the extent of your clarity. So this is where your visualization, being in positive mode, all those things come up. So how do you measure whether you have very good clarity or not? Your results will always match your true intentions. So if you have if you have the good clarity of your intention, your results will be correspondingly good and higher. Lower the clarity, the results will show up accordingly. So some of the intention mantras is the universe supports my divine intention. I am in alignment with my intentions. I am honoring my intuitive gifts. It is my intention to trust my divine connection. My intention is to manifest all for my highest good with harm to no one. Right? So we have to move from expectation to intention, because expectation can be unrealistic or realistic. It can be expectation from myself or others. And we don't necessarily communicate the expectation either to myself or to others, right? So those are all the challenges with expectation. Whereas if you convert that into intention, so how do you convert that into intention? It depends on your purpose of your life. If you have clarity of your purpose, then the intentionality will come in. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, about good and bad intentions, because we normally talk about it. No?
Yes, there can be bad intentions. Yes.
Okay.
By default, we refer to good intentions, but there is a possibility of bad intention because of various reasons. One who is been in default mode too long and affected with so much may explicitly and wrongly construe that I want to have this intention of harming others or harming myself. So that possibility is there, yes, sir. But once you have the awareness, it can be changed. Yes. Yes, Kunanji.
Yeah, Ramaji, thank you so much. I think it's very profound. What I remember, sir, so Deepak sir has also mentioned the intention attached to the habits. So as you rightly mentioned, there is a complete clarity what exactly we are looking for, or the purpose of life or purpose of existence, and then clarity of intention every moment and managing the attention every moment. And on top of that, if we become the conscious of our habits, or we create positive, constructive habits,
Yeah.
then I think it will be useful to manage all the attentions and manage even the bad intention in case it is coming through. We'll be alert, aware, and when we'll be habitually being conscious of being attentive and taking the right action, I think that will be the real moment. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. That's why some of the intention mantras say that my intention should not be harming others. So there is a possibility of harming, but if we develop the right habits, we will not get into the negative intentions. Yes. Thank you, Kanai. Yes, Vetri.
Sir, can we have that slide again? I just want.
Vetri, what is that you said? I couldn't hear you.
Can we see that slide again, sir, for another 1 or 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just showing, yeah. Yeah, are you able to see? Yeah, so anybody else wants to say anything else? Well, Vetri is really noting down everything. I will send you the PPT, Vetri, if you want. Shall I move on, Vetri? Okay, right. Once you have the intention, you have to put the attention. This is what sir is always talking about. Where do you put your attention, right? On the possibilities, on the solutions, on what you want, not on what you don't want. Attention is subjective awareness directed to an object. All of us give attention to something in every waking moment of the day. See, that's the beauty of it. We don't have a choice but to give attention, but you have to have that discernment and clarity on what to put your attention to. Life changes when the object of your attention becomes your conscious choice. That's by default, attention will hover all over. But if you can have a conscious choice to put your attention in what you want, then the life itself changes. It is a transformation. What you put your attention on grows stronger in your life. If you're putting your attention always on the problem, it grows stronger in your life. Problems, there will be plenty of problems in your life. If you put your attention on possibilities, you will be full of possibilities in your life. If you put your attention in solutions, you will be full of solutions. If you put your attention on others, helping others, you will be surrounded by great people. Yes, Premji, you wanted to say something?
No.
Conscious attention is a habit which can be formed. So this is a habit, what Konanji was saying and what Sir also has been saying. We can develop the habit of putting conscious attention on our choice. Choose successful habits. So some of the success habits, taking time to review top passions or your interests, taking responsibility for yourself and your actions, daily prayer, meditation, and exercise. One habit we all already have, great habit, attending EMC. Getting adequate rest, very important. Eating healthy food, charity and helping others, speaking positively, uplifting others. Even when you are down, if you put your attention of uplifting others, you will also get lifted. So this is the power of attention. So from expectation to intention to attention is the journey. So what is required? Conscious choice, positivity, forming good habits, success habits, taking responsibilities. In fact, attention is related to love. Very, very interesting. Recently, I just this came up in some discussions. I am really very surprised. So when you are in love, even your romantic love, right? When you are in love, your attention always goes there, right? Your attention will not waver anywhere else, even if there is so much dragging you, bothering you, your attention will easily go to your object of love, right? So when you are in love, your attention goes there. The reverse, when you put attention to something, your love gets formed. So if you are putting your attention on problem, you start loving the problems. If you put your attention on the solution, you start loving the solutions. If you put your attention on helping others, you love helping the people. Yes, Kunaj.
There is a word coming to me, addiction. So if we become addicted to love,
Yeah. Addiction is unconscious attention.
hmm,
If you put your conscious attention, there is no possibility of addiction. Yeah, it can. It is a very fine balance. It can become addiction if you're not conscious.
is addiction negative word?
Addiction is negative, even if you're addicted to something great.
And if I am
It
addicted
has
to
to
love,
be, yeah, it has to be conscious attention, not just blind addiction, even to God or even to universe, even to helping others.
okay.
Right. So anything else on the attention? Otherwise, we'll move on to the next. So we talked about expectation, intention, attention. Right now, no tension. No tension means exactly that. Creating intentions and putting your attention on them is simple, easy, and effortless process. Whenever you are faced with a choice, decision, or an opportunity, choose in favor of your interest and your passions, conscious ones, not the passions what Vetri regularly gets stuck with. right? So expectation, intention, attention, no tension. And then action. So once you have this clarity, you have the actions, the intents and the actions and the results you can see. So once you see the results, your intention is get strengthened, attention is more, and no tension and more relaxation and more action and more results. So it is a positive spiral. Your intent influences your actions, which influences your results, and the results again influences your intention. So this is how it works. Out of the whole thing, intention, attention, action, and no tension in any of this. Yes, sir.
So can you elaborate more this no tension? What exactly is the being state of no tension?
Yeah, so no tension comes from when you have that clarity, when you are choosing consciously, then no tension. But if you don't choose consciously, if you don't have clarity of intention, then there is always tension of whether my expectation is correct or not, realistic or not, whether I can do it or not, whether somebody else will do it or not, all those things. So the no tension comes from the clarity and conscious choice.
So what should be the state and where shall be our attention during no tension?
Okay, so that's a good point. So where should be your attention on no tension? When you are in no tension, or how the no tension comes up. So where should be your attention to get no tension? Right? That's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So your attention, if it is there in your conscious choice and intention. So clarity, once you have the clarity, there is no tension. So it's a clarity, more and more clarity, tension goes away. So tension builds up because of lack of clarity and wrong assumptions and many other things. Yes, Reddy Garu.
To certain extent, if you are in 11, there will not be any tension.
To certain extent, can you repeat again?
If you are in 11s,
Yes,
you will not have any tension.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and also coming to me is complete trust in the universe that whatsoever is happening, I am safe. It's allowance with the self, with the other human beings, situations, and the universe. Maybe that is okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So this is also that every moment you put the attention of your object of choice is also related to the 10 seconds in access consciousness. So in this 10 seconds, I have the choice on what to do, where to put my attention. So should we do a small meditation before we close? Yes, Reddy Garu. So I assume you are saying yes.
Yes, sir. In fact, I thought allowance and acceptance also. One of them.
Yeah. See, all the 5 elements of relationship are also very important. All of them are relevant here because ultimately we are dealing with others. Sometimes even when we are dealing with ourselves, we have relationship with ourselves also. So we need to have that honor, respect, allowance, vulnerability, gratitude, all of them. Yes, Patrick.
So just to add something to Puneet's question, the way to no tension is expansion stage. Why?
Yeah,
Because when we keep expanding, that word itself is explains that when you shrink, you are getting tensed. When you
absolutely.
are released, there is no tension. And it is global. And when you go expanded, you cannot see tension in you. And obviously you can help others to free from their tension. So expansion stage is one answer. Second thing suddenly comes is we studied from this power versus forces. You have consciousness chart. The things which goes above courage, everything is expansive state, love, acceptance, or hope, faith. But what goes below is guilt, fear, doubt. This is our shrinking stage. Obviously, you will get into tension mode. When you go beyond these qualities, when you start operating in those qualities, start to practice those qualities. So when you are expanding in goodness, tension goes away. That's just thought of sharing with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Patrick. That's right. Yeah. So when you are in expanded state, definitely your tension goes away and you can function from expanded state. It is not just only when you do meditation, you are in expanded state. In every moment, you can be in expanded state. Yes, Konanji.
Yeah, so the question coming to me, sir, that where shall be my attention in the expanded state?
Again, my network is so bad. I didn't hear the question. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, where shall be my attention in the expanded state?
That's very interesting question. So your attention in expanded state is on your intention. Your intention is what is the object of what is that you really want, instead of getting dragged by what's going on around. You focus on your purpose, your goals, your intention. Because you cannot just leave the attention just like that. Like we just saw, every second in your waking life, your attention is put onto something or other. So remember to put your attention on what you really want, what's your purpose, what's your choice. Even though I have choice, what happens is my attention keeps wavering. Why? Because of the tension or the non-expanded state.
And sir, what if I become the attention in the expansive state, expanded state? I remember Sukdeepak sir or someone was telling that we are a drop of water in an ocean. So if in the expanded state, I become my attention. So I will not separate myself from, I become part of that.
Absolutely. That's the ultimate thing. That's your self-realization. That's your enlightenment.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Premji.
कुरैन जी आप एक्सप्लेन करना इंग्लिश के अंदर, कुरैन जी,
Yeah,
कुरैन जी
Prem
है,
sir. Yes, sir.
आप इंग्लिश में इसको कन्वर्ट करना। ये चीज हमने कंट्रोल कर ली टेंशन को। मैं आदमी और स्वामी और संत में डिफरेंट क्या होता है? जैसे हम आम लोग स्वामी एंड संत में डिफरेंट क्या होता है? स्वामी जो होता है ना, जो मैन हमेशा टेंशन अपसेट, स्वामी जो होते हैं वो इन चीजों को कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं, जैसे काम क्रोध मोह लोभ अहंकार, तो ये कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं तो स्वामी बन जाते हैं। आप इंसानों से, इंसान जब तक जिंदा है कोई ना कोई टेंशन लगी रहेगी, ये चीज आपने कंट्रोल करगी तो स्वामी बन जाते हैं। स्वामी व तीसरी स्टेज आती है संत, जो गॉड के बिल्कुल नजदीक हो जाते हैं सब कंट्रोल करने के बाद। ये तो टेंशन जो है पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ है हमारी। हमारी पॉजिटिव थिंक होगी तो अपसेट कम होंगे, तो हमें हर फेस पे रेडी रहना पड़ेगा लाइफ में जब तक जिंदा है, नहीं तो आप कंट्रोल कर लिया तो स्वामी बन गए।
हाँ, बात तो सही है सर। तो क्या हम स्वामी आम इंसान की तरह नहीं बन सकते हैं?
क्यों ट्राई, अच्छा है। जरूरी
सारे
थोड़ी
काम।
जंगलों में जाना है, जरूरत है जंगल में जाना है, लाइफ में एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं ना कंट्रोल। अब काम क्रोध, क्रोध मीन्स एंगर, कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। मोह मीन्स मैक्सिमम अटैचमेंट, बिल्कुल घर पे नहीं, हम दुखी हो जाते हैं यार क्यों नहीं। लोभ जो है मैक्सिमम, दो मीन्स ग्रेडी, काम क्रोध मोह लोभ अहंकार, ईगो कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं अपना।
So all of them can be done. All of them can be controlled here also. We don't need to go
यस
to,
यस
we don't need to go
यस
to far.
यस, काम क्रोध मोह लोभ अहंकार, ये पांच चीजें कंट्रोल कर ली ना तो आप अपसेट हो ही नहीं सकते। और आज का छठा है इंसल्ट करना, हम सामने वाले इंसल्ट नहीं करेंगे तो आपको कोई दुख मिलेगा ही नहीं। हम सामने वाले इज्जत करेंगे, वो आपकी इज्जत करेगा। आप अननेसेसरी उसको इंसल्ट करेंगे, भाई ये मेरा एम्प्लॉइज है, ये मेरा नौकर है, कुछ भी है, हर्ट करेंगे उसको तो अपने ऊपर ही है। हम रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे तो अपना ही फायदा है। ये डिपेंड अपने आप को पहले मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा, सामने वाले की देखने पे उसकी ड्यूटी क्या है। यानी फर्स्ट जो है
So-
आपको पहले अपना करेक्टर ठीक करना।
So even before controlling, once we start understanding, once we start explore and be aware, things will emerge. Each one of them, whatever you said, kama, krodha.
Yes.
So
More
kama is
than-
nothing but desire. So when you explore the desire, that's why Sudepak sir keeps asking you, what is your real desire? There may be a lot of desires which are like expectations,
Yes.
right? Very passive. But if you explore further and go deep, then you will know what is your real desire. Then you can work towards that. And the small desires drop away on the way. So like that, each one, what Premji is saying, can be explored objectively. And then slowly, the clarity emerges, the control comes, we can leave out the negative part of it. Thank you, Premji, for bringing that up. Okay, so with that, I think we are coming to the close. Yes, Kunanji.
I think Prem sir mentioned a very profound thing that हम तो स्वामी नहीं बन सकते हैं, लेकिन all जो पांच चीजें बताएं उसको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. What is coming to me, I think there's an old quotation of Carl Jung. he says that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So, in my opinion, as Sukhdeepak sir had also mentioned, when he had taken the session of upsets, ultimately it's all about habits. So if we create the habits, not only the physical habit of taking some action through body, but mental habit of thinking and putting attention in a process. So we manage unconscious in a conscious manner. And habits, as Sukhdeepak sir said, that it comes from the practice. Like just by thinking or making a list will not happen. We have to consciously put efforts and then keep on repeating.
Yes. Yeah,
Would be
that's
helpful.
right. The habit forming not only for body, it is for body, mind, and emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's challenging, but there's no option. Battery karna hi padega.
Yeah, it's our choice. It's our choice. We can choose not to do, or we can choose to do. That's the freedom we have.
Yeah, I think it should not be limited to choice. It should become the purpose.
We know that. We know that the what is the purpose, but there is small freedom on how to achieve that purpose on the way. So whether you want to use that freedom effectively or not is the choice given to all of us at one level. But in a much bigger level, there is no choice.
Yes, sir. But when you say choice, it means I have an option of not doing it. But what I am telling myself is that it's not your choice. It is the purpose.
That's right.
Otherwise,
But one can say, okay, it's not my choice. I'm only having all negativities. I'm getting dragged by this and that. Anyway, I don't have choice. Let me no, let it go, wherever it goes. So that is a defeatist approach. From that perspective, I am saying that there is a choice for me to change from my default mode. That's the choice I'm talking about.
yeah. Right, sir. Thank you so much. Good.
Right. Thank you. I think we are coming to the close. We will leave the meditation today. We will do it another day. So we can close the session with our regular Shairi. Kunanji, over to you, and Vetri, over to you for Tirukural if you have, and then Kunanji. Or Shakti, or anybody, any of you, you can say it in English also, not necessarily Tamil and English or Urdu.
So,
Kunanji, it's over to you. Yeah.
okay, sir. So for me, शायरी जो अभी आ रही है जनाब के, I request Premji to translate, or who can translate? I will translate. Shakti can. No, Hasina is here. Let's today Shakti try. Sir, thank you so much. It's a wonderful session and gave me many insights. शायरी जो अर्ज किया है कि गिरते हैं सजदों में हम अपनी ही हसरतों की खातिर इकबाल. ये इकबाल बड़े मशहूर शायर थे, very famous poet. So he said that गिरते हैं सजदों में हम अपनी ही हसरतों की खातिर इकबाल. Translation is that I do prostrate in front of God because I have certain desires. I am looking for certain things, so I go and do all such stuffs. Second line is कि अगर गिरते सिर्फ इश्क़े खुदा में अगर गिरते सिर्फ इश्क़े खुदा में तो कोई हसरत अधूरी नहीं रहती. So if had I been prostrating out of love for the God, no desires would have been unfulfilled. So the point also what I'm taking from this share is that instead of operating from what I am going to get it, what is my desire, how can I acquire, how can I accumulate, just love the universe or be in the state of love. That's what Verity mentioned. So if be in the state of love every moment, everything is fine, then everything is fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, great, thank you. Friendly, amazing. So anybody else would like to say any other shairi? If not, we'll close it today and tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Again, we all meet. So I'll stop the recording now.